Imagine an empire that stretched from the stormy shores of Britain to the sands of the Middle East. An empire so vast and so powerful that it reshaped history forever. Imagine a civilization that gave us architecture, law, language, and legends that still echo today. But this same empire, seemingly invincible, crumbled into dust, leaving behind mysteries, betrayals, and an empire-sized question. Why did it fall? How did Rome, the mightiest empire of the ancient world, rise from a small city on the Tiber River to dominate 3 continents? And what forces, internal and external, brought this titan to its knees? Who were the powerful figures who shaped its destiny and ultimately failed to save it? Welcome to the story of the Roman Empire, a saga of ambition, war, power, and betrayal. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll unravel the epic tale of Rome, from its legendary beginnings to its tragic fall. Join us as we dive into the victories, the defeats, the battles won, and the betrayals that changed everything. Let's start at the beginning. Our story starts with a legend. 2 brothers, Romulus and Remus, abandoned as infants and raised by a wolf. It's said they grew strong and fierce, destined for greatness. But as adults, ambition turned brother against brother, and Romulus killed Remus, becoming the first king of Rome. This founding myth set the tone for Rome's future: ambition at any cost. Rome was no ordinary city. It grew from a small cluster of huts to a formidable kingdom with a single mission: dominate or be dominated. Rome began to expand, absorbing neighboring lands and tribes. With each victory, Rome's influence spread. By 270 BCE, Rome controlled all of Italy. And with a fierce ambition, it set its sights beyond. But the expansion brought conflict. Big conflicts. Across the sea lay Carthage, a wealthy city-state in North Africa and Rome's biggest rival. What started as tension over control of Sicily erupted into the Punic Wars, a brutal series of conflicts that would define Rome's path. In the Second Punic War, Carthaginian general Hannibal crossed the Alps with his war elephants, shocking Rome with his audacity. Imagine it, a man leading an army through mountain snow, risking everything to challenge the empire. Hannibal won devastating battles, but Rome's resilience was unmatched. After years of struggle, the Romans finally defeated Carthage, claiming the Western Mediterranean. With Carthage crushed, Rome was now the supreme power in the Western Mediterranean. But with power came corruption. With wealth came ambition. And with ambition came civil wars that would shake Rome to its core. Enter Julius Caesar, a brilliant general, politician, and man of incredible ambition. At a time when Rome was already struggling with corruption and unrest, Caesar emerged as a leader who promised change. But he didn't play by the rules. After conquering Gaul, Caesar returned to Rome, defying the Senate's orders. By crossing the Rubicon River, he declared war on Rome itself, a point of no return. "The die is cast," he said, marching his army into the city and seizing power as a dictator. But his rule didn't last. The Senate, fearing Caesar's growing power, assassinated him on the Ides of March. Rome fell into chaos, and Caesar's death marked the beginning of the end for the Roman Republic. After Caesar's death, Rome was divided. His supporters fought for control against those loyal to the Senate. The stage was set for a new era. Out of the chaos emerged Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus. He would end the Republic and start something entirely new: the Roman Empire. Under Augustus, Rome experienced a golden age known as Pax Romana, a time of peace, prosperity, and expansion. Roads stretched from Britain to Egypt, and engineering marvels like aqueducts, theaters, and the Colosseum sprang up across the empire. But peace has a price. To maintain order, Augustus centralized power, effectively ending the Republic. The emperors who followed varied widely, from wise leaders to corrupt despots, each leaving their mark on Rome. Rome's empire grew, yet within its borders, cracks began to form. Emperors like Caligula and Nero were infamous for their cruelty and excess, feeding a growing sense of unrest. Some Roman emperors ruled with fairness, but the line between power and abuse was easily crossed. By the 3rd century, Rome was crumbling from within. Corruption, economic crises, and a constant turnover of emperors eroded stability. Military generals fought each other for power, and Rome's enemies saw an opportunity. Germanic tribes, the Huns, and others began pressing against Rome's borders. The empire, once united, was now stretched too thin. In a desperate attempt to save it, Emperor Diocletian split Rome into two, the Western and Eastern empires, each with its own ruler. The idea was to make governing easier, but it also set the stage for a permanent divide. As the Western Roman Empire weakened, the Eastern Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, grew stronger. But in the West, disaster was on the horizon. Rome was too large, too divided, and too vulnerable. In 410 AD, the unthinkable happened. The Visigoths, a Germanic tribe, sacked Rome. For the first time in 800 years, the city was captured and looted. It was a shock to the world, a symbol of Rome's vulnerability. The final blow came in 476 AD when the last Roman emperor in the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The Western Roman Empire, once the greatest force on earth, had fallen. But was this truly the end? Not exactly. Though the Western Empire fell, the Eastern Empire, Byzantium, carried on for another 1,000 years. And the legacy of Rome? That would live on through its art, architecture, philosophy, and law, shaping the future of Western civilization. So, what can we learn from Rome's rise and fall? Perhaps it's that no empire is invincible, and that the seeds of destruction often lie within. Rome's story is a reminder of the power and the peril of ambition. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this exploration of Rome, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us what era or empire you'd like to explore next. Until next time, stay curious,